Hello there, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a short video and review on my latest bit of camping cookware. It's the ALPKIT Bruler alcohol stove. Right then, there's the stove, very compact. The burner, the alcohol burner sits inside. The pot stand comes down, holds that in there. Turn around, there's the fold up legs. So you pull the pot stand holders out, turn around, and you've got these three little feet, pull those out, and that's the stove. Right, inside the stove you've got the alcohol burner, traditional copper alcohol burner. You've got the cap, which is sealed with an O-ring on the top. As you can see, it's full of fuel, bioethanol fuel, which I use. The main body of the stove is made of anodized aluminium, and according to ALPKIT, the total weight of this stove is 150 grams. But I've weighed it with the fuel and everything is full of fuel, and it came to 200 grams. Right, there we have the flame regulator. As you can see, you've got the lever there, you can pull the lid open. The further it goes round, the bigger the flame you're going to get, and then you can bring it around and just regulate the flame to whatever you want, whatever you're cooking, etc. And then you close it back up, and then once you finish cooking, that goes over the top and that'll snuff out the flame. Right, having been camping for years, I've always used gas. I've used the big gas cookers. I've used the single burning stove. I've even got a jet boil which I use on occasion as well. But I've actually warmed to this. Never used them before, and since I bought this, I don't think I'll turn back to gas, to be honest. The downside of a MEFS or alcohol stove is going to take longer to boil than gas or a jet boil gas burner. But for the weight saving, I'd rather use a MEFS stove than carry X amount of gas bottles around, thus adding to the weight of your pack. I'm trying to keep the weight in my backpack down. That's why I've gone for this stove. You can take just that on its own, full of fuel, and keep the weight down. Or if you're going for like extended trips or you want to take more fuel, you can always buy one of these. It's called the tanker bottle, and ALPKIT's it's an ALPKIT brand, and you got a good seal on the top for your fuel. I was taking like a plastic bottle before, like a Coke bottle full of fuel, but to be honest, I was a bit worried about carrying it around in a plastic bottle just in case the bottle punctured or the top came off and leaked in my bag everywhere. But I bought this. This cost £7, and it's a great bit of kit, so the fuel's not going to run around and leak in your bag. And the weight of this bottle with fuel, a full bottle is 500 grams, and that's the total weight of the bottle with the fuel. Also as well, it says on the ALPKIT website, this cooker is not compatible with a 650ml cup or a 650ml titanium mighty pot. It's only compatible with a 900ml mighty pot, but I've actually got the ALPKIT 650ml titanium mug, and personally I can't see a problem using this with this stove. It says you can't use it, or they're just covering their back basically, because when you actually put it on the pot stand, I suppose it could tip off. So they're saying use a wider pot, which in all fairness is probably correct, to be honest. But like I said, I've used this. As long as you use a wind guard or a windshield going round the cooker, and you use on level ground, you shouldn't have a problem using this. I've used it fine, and I have no problem with it. But it's totally up to you if you want to use a bigger cup or a bigger pot, if you know what I mean. So I've used this. I have no problems whatsoever with it. Right then, what I've done, I've bought this 650ml pot, and what I do to store everything away, I fold that back over, put that back on top of the main burner, click it in, put the pot stove back down, fold up the legs underneath the stove. What I do then is drop the stove inside the pot, put the lid on like that. A great way of saving space. And then with the pot you get the ALPKIT mesh bag, the carrying stuff sack. Put the pot and the cooker inside the bag. Like that. And also as well, I use an Esbit titanium snap wire spark. So what I do as well, basically fold that down, put down the top, and you've got a complete cooking system all in that bag. And that bag weighs 500 grams. All that is 500 grams, so it's pretty light. You've got your cooking in there, you've got your fuel inside the stove, you've got your spork. And with that and that combined, that's my complete cook system, which I take while camping. And that comes to about 900 grams. So there you are, very lightweight cooking system. That brings an end to this short review on the ALPKIT Bruler meth stove, which is sat inside my titanium cup. The total cost of all these ALPKIT products come to £67, and if you'd like to purchase these products, I'll leave a link for ALPKIT in the description below. If you think there's anything I've missed, or you want to comment on the video, feel free to comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.